Natsume. Natsume, she's a female, right? This bitch, she ends up, fighting in the Demon World Tournament. She's a part of Ryzen's group of people, right? She is there, and she's actually better than Coco. She is, upset about Ryzen's death and everything like everybody else, right? And then she's in the tournament. She then fights against, guess who? Chu, of all people. Now, Chu's in love with the commentator, right? Miss Sheila is what he calls her, but what's her name? I'm trying. Koto, is that her name? I think that's her name. But he's in love with her, right? But then he falls in love with Natsume, but he's like, if I beat your ass, and beat you in this match, we can go on a date together. All I have to do is win. So he was fired up and shit, and he was like, let's do this shit. And then he was fighting her, and then like she proved, she showed speed potential. She showed, speed gaps, and then like aura, she was aura farming this guy like a little bit. Our boy Chu, from the Dark Tournament, and he was like, oh, I guess she's, a mite stronger than me, because he's like an Australian or English accent type of guy. He's like, I bet, she's mite stronger than me, you know. She's a bit stronger than I am, you know. I just, he conceded, and then he was like, she moved on. But she fought Makuro, too. She ended up fighting against Makuro in later matches. They were fighting to a long fight, too, because she was, like, fighting, and then they both, like, stopped to look at what was going on elsewhere. And then she was like, we have to keep on fighting ourselves. We have our match to go. And Makuro ended up beating her, but, like, they fought for a while. I know that much. Strength is a 96 with their speed at a 96. 94 for durability and a 96 for endurance. A 94 for durability and 96 for endurance. A 95 for intelligence and a 97 for experience. 94 for close skills and a 92 for range skills. 93 for a recoup and a 95 for a hack. So overall power score is a 94.8. That's for Natsume, and her brother is Kujo, one of the other guys I was fighting, but be cooling on the corner.